Yeah, we can do search for DB Cooper. It's 29 minutes. I haven't seen this one. I didn't know this was from him. Ah, fuck it. XQC watched it. I'll watch it. I love the idea that a YouTuber, like, actually solves one of these things. I'm assuming he doesn't, right? But maybe he does. I don't know.
The man identified himself as Dan Cooper, and along with 36 other passengers and a crew of 6, he soon boarded Northwest Airlines Flight 305. As the flight was cleared for departure, Cooper turned around and handed an envelope to flight attendant Florence Schaffner. Inside the envelope was a note featuring a handwritten message stating he had a bomb. Schaffner reluctantly sat down beside him and glimpsed what appeared to be
Christ, this story's so
dynamite
fucking wild.
Inside his briefcase. Once the flight was airborne, Schaffner went to inform the cockpit crew while another
this was in
flight
like the
attendant by the name
60s,
of
so
Tina Mucklow
200k
remained
back
by
then was
Cooper's
nuts.
side. By using a telephone in the rear of the cabin, Mucklow acted as an intermediary between Cooper and the rest of the flight crew.
They're 70s, whatever. Still a ton.
2 of Cooper's
Thanks,
demands
Reset
could
Nobly.
not be satisfied. First of all, the flight configuration he'd requested would not allow for a non-stop flight to Mexico City. As such, Cooper proposed a refueling stop in Phoenix, Yuma, or Sacramento before they all agreed on Reno, Nevada. Second of all, it was not possible.
It seems like they're on Cooper's side. Like, yeah, you can take the money and
Cooper agreed
tell us
to
where to go.
retract the stairs on the and some 3 hours later, Flight 305 safely landed in Reno. Once the flight came to a stop, the crew carefully
I could be wrong. I
ventured
don't
into the
really
rear of
remember
the
that.
cabin, but there was no sign of Cooper nor the bomb. The aft stairway had been extended mid-flight and was slightly damaged upon landing. It seemed there was only one explanation for the hijacker's absence. At some point between Seattle and Reno, Cooper had strapped on a parachute, walked down the stairs, and leaped into the dark of night. The problem was, even if the estimated bailout point was accurate, Cooper's eventual landing or drop zone was far more difficult to pinpoint. The loosely
Fuck,
defined
it's so
search
cool.
area covered a
This guy's like an
vast stretch
actual
of mountainous
Galaxy Brain
wilderness
anime
overloaded
villain.
by a dense forest. Despite their
Thanks,
best
Reset
efforts,
Ralston and Gidra.
authorities never managed to find a single trace of Cooper, nor the items he'd brought along with him. As he was digging into the sand, Ingram discovered 3 bundles of cash totaling $5,880. Having heard about the infamous skyjacking, Ingram's parents brought the severely degraded bundles to the FBI. The notes were promptly inspected, and sure enough, the serial numbers matched those of the ransom.
Fuck big fine Brian. Imagine
Once
being
the
like an
excitement
8-year-old,
subsided, however,
fucking
the
drinking
money
milk,
managed to
shitting in your
raise
diapers,
far
and
more
finding
questions
that.
than it answered. So, unless the bundles were somehow protected from the elements, they must have become buried at Tina Bar within a year of the hijacking. The
This is so
most probable
fucking
explanation
complicated.
seems to be that Cooper or someone else deliberately buried the money. Did someone else bury the money after stumbling upon Cooper's remains?
If you're in the chat,
If
DB
there
Cooper,
is an
just let me know,
explanation
man.
which
This
does
is
not
crazy.
require human
I want to hear
intervention,
more about it.
It's managed to elude investigators for decades. Suffice it to say,
I
this is
didn't
a
know any of
mystery
this part.
within a mystery.
You know, if Cooper was as smart as we think he is, he would have done all of this while having a full beard, and then when he jumped, he would have shaved the beard off. Just
From
to
the
add
very
another
beginning, it was
layer
assumed
of
by many
good
that
ideas
Cooper
to
did
it.
not survive his daring escape. When Cooper leaped into the darkness, Flight 305 was plowing through a frigid rainstorm at roughly 170 knots, 10,000
no.
feet above Southern
Oh
Washington.
no!
The wind was so violent that it ripped out a placard from the aft stairway.
Oh, Jesus
which was
Christ.
later
He just
recovered in
fucking got
1978,
blasted.
almost directly below the estimated flight path. To say that Cooper was not dressed for the occasion would be an understatement. The ground beneath him, meanwhile, was obscured by multiple layers of clouds, which likely means that Cooper jumped without knowing his precise location. Even if he could see the ground and had a specific drop zone in mind, the parachute he selected was non-steerable, meaning he would not have been able to steer his descent towards a specific landing spot, thus precluding any potential coordination with an accomplice
So many
sitting on
problems.
the ground.
He also
While
forgot to
Cooper
account for the
expressed
dragons
some
that hover over
familiarity with
Portland, Oregon.
parachutes, his actual competence level is up for debate.
And also, on
It's
that
widely
night, there was a
believed that
javelin
Cooper
tossing
demanded
competition.
2 pairs of parachute. This mishap seems to have gone unnoticed by Cooper because that dummy chute was one of the 2 missing from the plane. Not only that, but Cooper chose the older and technically inferior parachute out of the two primary chutes provided.
Nice.
So in both cases, it seems like Cooper made the worst possible choice. The argument is that Cooper might have been trained as, say, a paratrooper, and chose the older military chute because that's the one with which he was most familiar.
I'm starting to doubt it.
One other
I don't
reason
think
to
so.
suspect that Cooper had a military
You could have
background.
given him a giant
While the
pair
flight
of
was in a
pants and he
holding
probably would have
pattern in
jumped off
Seattle,
holding them.
Cooper mentioned that the
I think he's
McCord
dumb as
Air
fuck
Force
now.
Base was only apart from the potential military connections, Cooper may even have had links to the Central Intelligence Agency.
I doubt
You
it.
see, the type of aircraft which
He was
Cooper
probably
chose
like
to
a Redditor
hijack,
before
a
Reddit
Boeing
existed.
727. When Tina Mucklow asked Cooper about his motives, he responded, "It's not because I have a grudge towards your airline, it's just because I have a grudge."
Oh, that's
He
kind of
further
fucking
clarified
cool.
that Flight 305
Woo!
just happened to be in the right place at the
You're
right
not trapped
time.
in here with me.
Even so,
I'm trapped
it's
in here
clear
with
that
frigid
Cooper
weather
came
temperatures and a
prepared.
bad plan.
He seemed to know a great, but for all his planning and cunning, it seems Cooper did not give enough thought to his eventual escape. Not
Yeah, the
only
most
did he
important
fail to
part.
specify a route, but he was forced to
I
make
did
a
it.
last-minute destination
Now I'll just
change
kill
from
myself
Mexico
out here, I
City
guess.
to Reno. Authorities never received a
I love
missing
the
persons
animation
report
he has here
matching
with
the
it too. He
description
looks
of
like he's
Cooper
really fucking
in the
struggling
wake of the
flying out.
hijacking. This might suggest that Cooper did survive, and that he swiftly and quietly resumed his normal routine. At the end of the day, most of this is based on nothing but supposition. Without any concrete evidence of Cooper's demise, it leaves the door wide open to the far more exciting proposition that he did, in fact, survive.
Nah, I've now been convinced that he was a fucking idiot. There's no chance. This man
By
dove
time
off in the middle of the
press got
night
wind of the hijacking,
in the
FBI
worst
had
possible
already
conditions. He
begun
should have. It's
investigating
like he jumped into a
potential
volcano.
suspects. Among them was
He would have had a
man
higher
in
chance of
Portland
surviving
with
that.
initials DB, while testimonies provided by the crew after the hijacking include phrases like $200,000 in cash and circulated US currency. So Cooper might have been Canadian. And
I
he
think Cooper might have
taken
been an
his name from the
alien.
Dan Cooper
At this
comics,
point, he could be
just
anything,
as
and he
might
won.
have been American,
We could all be
and
DB
might have
Cooper.
taken his name from something or someone else. But let's take a look at some of the people that at some point or another have been suspected of being DB Cooper.
It's just a picture of my dad. This man loves working on old cars.
First became a suspect.
He's never
in
parachuted, but we
1970s,
thought it was worth
and on
checking
the
out
surface,
anyway.
He seems like a solid candidate. Both McCoy and Cooper used the phrase "no funny stuff" as a warning to the crew. McCoy demanded $500,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. McCoy also
What the
bailed out
fuck?
the back of the plane once they passed over his hometown in the state of Utah. Apart from the
What the
similar
fuck?
modus operandi, while there are meaningful parallels between these two
That's a
cases,
lot of
McCoy might
parallels.
simply have been a copycat who'd read about DB Cooper in the news.
That is a lot of fucking parallels, though. Holy shit.
Dwayne Weber first became a... If you recall, 8 cigarette butts were collected from the scene, and there's
Oh,
a
I
good
forgot
chance
about
they
that.
were all suffused with Cooper's DNA. The problem is, that evidence was lost at some point, and has not turned up since.
How? What do you do? Shove him up his butthole before jumping off? How did...
William Smith first
How?
became a suspect in 2018. Smith served in the Navy
I
during
totally
World
forgot
War
about
II
that.
and likely had
Well,
some
they probably did
experience
too.
with parachuting. He matched the physical description. He shared a certain likeness with the composite sketches, especially this speculative sketch of an older DB Cooper. A student named
That's
Ira
definitely a
Daniel
drawing
Cooper,
from his
who was
grandson or
killed in World War
something.
II, attended the same high school.
That
as
that
Smith.
is just that man.
Smith worked as a
drawn by his
yardmaster
son.
for a railroad company for most of his life. If nothing else, I hope this limited selection of suspects illustrates just how difficult it is to be certain when you have so little evidence to work
Yeah, that
with.
was fucking
These
fascinating.
5 individuals, did Cooper really serve in the military?
Yeah, what if they
All
all
of
did it?
these
There was
sketches
5
most
Coopers that kept
closely
switching
resemble
out.
Cooper. The legend of DB Cooper will no doubt persist.
Thanks the Prime, Gaben. In my professional opinion, I think there's no fucking chance after hearing all of the conditions he would have had to go through to survive that he actually survived. I think what could have fucking happened is he jumped out of the plane and just got split in half and gored by just awful temperatures. He probably went through like a fucking swarm of locusts too with everything he was saying was going on at the time. I think there's no chance that man fucking tapped down on the ground. He fucking died at mid-flight. I had no idea the conditions were that bad when he made the jump. I didn't know half of this shit, actually. I only knew the general overview. Exit Prime Blammo. What a great watch. I can't believe I haven't seen that one. Fuck, is there any new DB Cooper info now? Now I'm so glued. We have so much technology now, we should be able to recreate the entire history of that tie that DB Cooper left behind. We should be able to take that tie, put it in my fucking hard drive, and be able to see the entire manufacturing process and who owned the tie all the way up until it was on the plane. This video was in 2020, so do we have any startling new intel in 2021?